Hey guys, D here. Imagine you're spending all day fishing, casting your line again and again, only to go home with a bucket full of old boats and tangled seaweeds. It's beyond frustrating. You know, there are prize winning fishes in that lake, but you're wasting all your energy in the wrong spots. Now, what if someone handed you an AI powered fish finder? Suddenly, a screen lights up showing you the exact spot where 80% of the biggest, most valuable fishes are swimming. You could probably catch more than in the next 30 minutes than you did all day. So that's exactly what's happening in the sales and marketing right now. Far too many people are fishing for leads and catching nothing but boats. They are exhausted, their pipeline is empty, and they feel like they are just guessing. Meanwhile, a small, smart group using AI as their fish finder, applying a century old principle that completely changes the game. Let's be the real. Most lead generation feels like a hamster wheel. You fire off hundreds of emails, crossing your fingers for just one reply. You spend hours manually digging through LinkedIn profiles just to find an email address that bounces. It's no surprise that sales reps totally spend only about a third of their time actually selling. The rest of the time gets devoured by admin work, endless prospecting, and creating their own sales materials. Just the stuff they are given just is not relevant. Think about on your own week. How much time was spent on tasks that felt productive but didn't actually lead to a real conversation or a demo or a closed deal? That's the 80% of your effort that's only pulling in 20% of your results. It's digital equivalent of catching old boots and it's a recipe for burnt out. You're stuck dealing with the useful many, that endless list of low impact tasks that keeps you busy but don't move the needle. But what if you could ignore most of that and focus only on the vital few? So this is where the 80-20 rule, also known as a Pareto Principle, saves the day. It was discovered by the Italian economist Wilfredo Pareto, who famously noticed that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by just 20% of the people. And this principle is everywhere. 80% of the company's sales come from 20% of its customers. 80% of your complaints probably come from 20% of your clients. And for us, this is the big one. 80% of your best leads and revenue will come from just 20% of your effort. This $1 million question has always been, how do you find that 20%? In the past, it was mostly guesswork, but today AI is an engine that finds the 20% for you. It automates the rest and points you straight to the goal. So let's break down the 80% of your task you need to stop doing right now and the 20% you should be obsessing over, using AI as your unfair advantage. Wait, before we jump into this video, here is a quick intro. If you are new here, I'm Deepika, founder of ElevationX. We help B2B businesses consistently book high quality sales calls using GTM strategies and AI systems. We run as a SaaS company, that's software with a service, and we have already worked with 100 plus businesses booking over 1000 calls for B2B agencies and SaaS companies. If that sounds like your thing, you're in the right place. Now let's dive into the video. So the first 80% time waster is generic mass outreach. First up on the chopping block is a spray and pray email blast. You know the drill. Build a massive list, write a generic template and hit send and hope something sticks. The problem, buyers have zero patience for it. In fact, a huge chunk of executive buyers are irritated by the generic pitches from salespeople who clearly don't understand their businesses. You're not just being ignored, you're actively damaging your brand. So the 20% high impact solution for this is hyper-personalization at scale. Instead of 1000 generic emails, what if you send 100 hyper-personalized one? The kind of email that makes the prospect stop and think, wow, they actually did their homework. Personalized messages are proven to dramatically increase response rates. But doing this by hand would take forever, right? Not with AI. This is where tools like Clay, Apollo, Instantly, Smartly, and N8 become your secret weapons. They are not just for sending emails, they are data enrichment and personalization engines. For example, a tool like Clay can instantly scan a prospect's LinkedIn, recent company news, and website to find a specific pain point or a recent win. Then you can use AI to craft a unique, relevant opening line for every single person on your list. You're no longer just a salesperson, you are an agent manager, overseeing AI that handles the grunt work of research and writing. This frees you up to do what humans do best, have actual conversation. The second black hole for your time is manual research. Mindlessly scrolling through the LinkedIn trying to guess who has the budget, who the real decision maker is, and if they are even thinking about the solution like yours. It's no wonder that 42% of sales reps say prospecting is the hardest part of their job. But the 20% high impact solution for this is automated enrichment and AI lead scoring. The top 20% of effort should be spent talking to people who are already qualified and showing signs they're ready to buy. AI makes this reality. Lead enrichment tools automatically fill in the blanks, gives your sales team the context they need to see if your lead is actually sales ready. So platforms like Apollo, Zoom Info, and AI featured inside CRMs like HubSpot, Sales Hub are game changers here. They use AI for predictive lead scoring. By analyzing thousands of data points, a company's tech stack, recent hiring, website activity, funding news, the AI assigns a score to each lead. It literally tells you this lead is hot, call them now, or this one is cold, maybe just nurture them for a bit. This shifts your entire strategy from chasing ghosts to engaging with prospects who have already raised their hand, sometimes before they even realize it. So, alright, we are covering a lot of ground, and you can probably already see how much time you could get back. And we are just getting started. I have put together a freebie for you called the AI Legion Toolkit. It lists the top 20 AI tools for these exact tasks, plus 10 copy and paste prompts. You can use it with ChatGPT to start personalizing your outreach. The link is right below in description. It's 100% free, so go grab it. Now back to the time wasters. So the third 80% time waster is inconsistent and manual follow-ups. How many deals have you slowly died in your pipeline just because you forgot to follow up? It happens to best of us, but here is a wild stat. It can take at least 5 follow-ups to close the vast majority of sales. More reps gives up after just 1 or 2 tries. Manually tracking who to ping when and with what message is a logistical nightmare. And the 20% solution for this is automated intelligent sales sequences. Your energy shouldn't be spent remembering to send another just checking in email. It should be spent on strategic conversation. This is where AI powered sales engagement platforms like Salesloft, Reply.io, and Clenty become your best friend. These tools let you build multi channel outreach cadences that run on autopilot. You can set up a sequence that sends an email on day 1, a LinkedIn request on day 3, and the another email on day 5, all without you lifting a finger. The AI can even analyze a prospect's behavior, like if they clicked a link or opened your email 3 times, and adjust the follow up strategy on the fly. And the best part, the second a prospect replies, the automation stops and the conversation is handed back to you. AI handles the persistence, you handle the relationship. Let's bring it all back to the fishing analogy. You have choice. You can keep casting your line into the vast empty lake hoping for a lucky break while reeling in old boats, or you can turn on your AI fish finder. Stop wasting 80% of your time on generic moss outreach that no one reads, soul crushing manual research on leads who never going to buy, inconsistent follow up that lets perfectly good deals die on a vine. Instead, use AI to focus 100% of your energy on the vital 20%, like engaging the highest potential accounts with messages so personalized they can't be ignored, talking to the leads who have been pre qualified and warmed up by AI driven intent data, and building relationships and trust while intelligent automations handles all the nagging. This is not about replacing salespeople, it's about upgrading them. It's about taking all that wasted energy and redirecting it to what truly matters, like solving problems and closing deals. This is how you apply the 80-20 rule to lead gen and finally stop wasting your time. If this video gave you a new way to think about your sales process, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. And now I have a question for you. What is the number one time wasting task you are going to eliminate or automate this week? Drop your answer in comments below. I read and reply to every single one. Now go get your time back. Bye.